Branded as Fast and Furious but for motorcycles, Torque turns 20 years old this year. The 2004 biker movie is rated 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, much lower than the Fast and the Furious 54%, which is surprising considering both were produced by Neil H. Moritz. Torque stars some recognizable actors despite its terrible Rotten Tomatoes score, featuring the likes of Ice Cube and Adam Scott. However, Torque received negative reviews from critics about everything except its action scenes. This makes sense as the movie was supposed to be a Fast and Furious equivalent, so the action had to be good. Torque follows Kerry Ford, Martin Henderson, a biker who discovers drugs hidden inside some motorcycles, who is framed for murder by a gangster, Henry James, Matt Scholes, who wants to recover his stash. The victim is the brother of Ice Cube's Trey, the leader of the dangerous biker gang, the Reapers. Ford then goes on the run from the biker gang and the FBI to clear his name. Despite its premise sounding like a murder mystery movie, Torque has a lot of themes that mirror Fast and Furious, making it obvious that the movie was a failed Fast and Furious ripoff. Torque, 2004, was clearly meant to be Fast and Furious for motorcycles. Director Khan wanted a comedic take on the Fast saga. Torque was clearly meant to be a Fast and Furious motorcycle variant as director, Joseph Kahn, described the film as a P*SS take of the Vin Diesel franchise. As Grammy winner Khan's feature film directorial debut, he has said that his intention for Torque was to poke fun at the Fast and Furious franchise. However, the studio wanted to take the film in a different and more serious direction. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter in 2012, Khan explained the situation and how his previous experience of making music videos had caused him to have unrealistic expectations during production. Khan's comedic intention can be seen throughout Torque. For example, at the beginning of the movie, Ford rides past a road sign which comically spins to show the words, "Cars suck," and Ford also quotes Vin Diesel's line, "I live my life a quarter mile at a time," which is declared, "the dumbest thing I have ever heard," by Monet Mazur's character, Shane. However, Torque mostly ended up being the serious action movie that the studio, Warner Brothers, wanted, which tried to follow in the footsteps of Universal's Fast and Furious franchise via ridiculous vehicular stunts combined with a criminal storyline. There are similarities seen in both films, as Torque also features street races, gang rivalries, criminal ventures, and Matt Scholes. Scholes plays a major role in Torque as the film's antagonist, being leader of the Hellions biker gang and responsible for framing Ford. As Dom Toretto's best friend, Scholes was also a major character in the Fast and Furious franchise until his death in Fast 5. However, Schultz's character's death in Fast 5 was much less exciting than in Torque. He is shot in Fast 5, whereas a bike dramatically blows up on him during the bike battle in Torque. Torque proved how difficult it was to replicate Fast and Furious success. Budget wasn't Torque's issue. Bikers in Torque lined up for a street race. Torque proved how difficult it was to replicate Fast and Furious success, despite being full of similar physics-defying stunts. According to IMDb, 66 stunt persons performed in The Fast and the Furious, and the film won multiple Best Stunts at the World Stunt Awards. However, 74 stunt persons performed in Torque, but the movie only received a handful of award nominations. It certainly wasn't a budget issue, as Torque exceeded The Fast and the Furious budget by $2 million. All this makes it surprising that Torque only earned $46.5 million at the box office, compared to the Fast and Furious box office of $207.3 million.